Hey, everybody. I'm Mike.
Bob.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Daniel.
Yes.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. We have a familiar guest with us again, now officially the only guest who has held all three of our heads in the thumbnail. It is Daniel Connors from Around the Board. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be on your show. I have so much fun, and I'm glad you asked me.
Hey, I'm glad you're available, and we're always happy to have you. You're a good time, man. So
yeah, and
Yeah,
honestly, Daniel, I'm glad you keep bringing great topics because, I feel like I'm running dry on them, and every time you've got a topic, so a really good one. Today being no exception. So
yeah, we're doing Gamma, like things we're excited about from Gamma. Whoop, whoop,
Woo.
no, that wasn't it. Damn it.
Is that going on right now?
It is.
Yeah.
It is going on. Today might have been the last day.
I think so.
Okay.
Um,
Shows us where we are on the hierarchy of that gaming
Well,
culture.
Bob and I really tried to go, and I just could not make it work, unfortunately.
Yep, I blame Tim for not going.
That's fair.
Totally
That is
going.
fair.
and honestly, even being only like 5 hours away, it's tough because of the time of the week that it is. So
Yeah.
us with 9 to 5s not in the board game industry, it's a bit tougher for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And part of it, this just honestly, like the dumb luck of this year, I've got 2 other times this month that I am going out of town, like overnight for training, like for work, like for work stuff. Like I got a work meeting in Indy, and then I got like a thing in Chicago that we're all going. Like I say, we're all going to, but like me and
Sounds like a
several
lot of training.
coworkers. Well, one is like product training. So like a company is they do an in-house training. So they bring out people from all these different areas, and then they conduct like like a classroom training on their product. Then that night they take everybody out to like Topgolf and dinner, and then the next day you do like a bunch of hands-on stuff, like where you get to mess around with their product, like learn how to use it and understand it, and then you get to go home.
It's like those pharmaceutical dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah. You try all their drugs and then
Yeah, you just take a bunch of pills and
taking them. Yeah.
whatever.
Is that
Play
all?
around with them,
I mean, that's how Bob does his pharmaceutical.
That's right.
Don't know if you're doing that right. Or maybe you are.
That's right.
Yeah, it's everybody else that's got it wrong.
That's right. Remember, if somebody gives you drugs, say thank you because drugs are expensive.
That's right. That's right. Especially
We
you
should-
trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
Speaking of trick-or-treaters, we should say hi to our viewers here, who are here for the treat of our live show. We got Doopy in the house. We are co-streaming tonight, by the way, so we will have viewers from around the board. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, I think AF Hero there. He didn't ask me to do this, but I'm going to do this. He has a game that his daughter had made called Oopsie Poopsie. And he's probably really excited that I just gave it a shout out now. So check out the game Oopsie Poopsie for AF Hero there.
Is that
So
one of your
I haven't got to play
honorable
it yet, though.
mentions for the stupid fun game? Sounds like it could be.
It could be. So it's funny. He keeps wanting me to play the game, but I told him, I said, hey, listen here, around the board, we're all about like being divided on games. So like if you give us your game, it's kind of a dangerous proposition because we kind of don't want to talk about it unless half of us hate it. So I keep warning them, but I said I'll give him a shout out eventually on the show. So
is this a published game then that you can get?
Yes, it is a self-published game, but I don't know where you can get it though. I bet you I can find it real quick.
Okay. Hey, Poopsie Poopsie guy.
Yeah.
Tell us, drop us a comment drop us a comment saying where you can find your game.
Here.
I know. Yep, there it is. I think it's just oopsiepoopsie.com.
The litter box edition.
Look at this plug. Wow.
You'll love this later. I know.
Just bring up a game and we'll drop it in the comments. Look at that. It's that easy.
We're talking about
right.
it.
Not a sponsor, but could be.
But could be.
There you go.
right.
This looks funny though.
Yeah, he's local, but I think during COVID, him and his daughter made this game, and he's been trying to get it into my hands to play, but I'm afraid to. I told him this too because I'm not used to reviewing
All
games
right.
people I know, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this or not.
Daniel, you want to be a big boy channel, you got to tackle the big boy games, right? Oopsie Poopsie, Galactic Cruise, Lightning Train,
Oopsie poopsie.
and Oopsie Poopsie.
That's
I
right.
mean,
I know.
How about this though? I mean, we got some meme action going on.
I'm legit gonna look at Oopsie Poopsie because I love that kind of stuff, man. I love it. And I'm not afraid to review it. I'll die
snap.
on that hill. We're not
There you
afraid
go.
to cover Oopsie Poopsie.
Well, see, it's not that I'm afraid to. I mean, I am afraid to, but like, there's this guy who we're kind of like a sports themed channel. Around the board is like around the horn. So we tried to lean into the sports when we can. So some guy found us and he wanted us to review a game called oh man, I'm putting myself on the spot. It's called oh crud, it's a football card game.
Huddle?
Grab it. No, it's kind of self-published. The guy's from Australia though, and he has actually had an
I know what game
Australian
you're talking
football.
about. I've got it. Yeah, I've got that one.
What is it called?
I don't remember. I've got
Oh my gosh. Anyways, but we played it, and honestly, we didn't like it, and I brought it up in my like monthly recaps, and I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you overanalyze every thumbs down you get, but like I got a thumbs down from a review of the games I played that month, and that was the first game I talked about, and I gave it a 5, and I was like, and I haven't heard from the guy since. So ever since then, I'm like, oh well, I feel really bad now.
Well, okay.
I don't know if I'm cut out for this harsh hitting world of, reviewing. See, I'm okay reviewing big games. It's the small games. Like I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to review
That's
bad
the thing,
on somebody.
though. If you're giving out your game for people to give their honest opinion, you need to be able to handle the possibility that their opinion maybe they don't necessarily like your game.
That's like I say, people like it when you're honest, except when you're honest with them.
But
that's
you
true.
know, I think there's at least a way though, like even if you don't like a game, to at least spin it in a way that's not like you're totally crapping on it. You know, there is a difference there as well.
I can't find it.
So
I remember the name though.
The way you approach that certainly matters, but you should be able to give your honest opinion of a game, even if it's not good.
If it doesn't land, it doesn't land. But I remember playing it. I enjoyed it, and I played it with my niece, and she her and I like to go like head to head, you know, competitive with games like that, and we had a good time with it. But you know,
it's called Football Feud. That's
Football
what it's called.
Feud. That's right.
Yeah.
But you know, the guys who primarily, you know, they made their bones covering Oopsie Poopsie. I can see that that's not like you're at a different
Joke's
level.
on you. The poopsie's on you. Oh.
They want, even if we crap on Oopsie Poopsie. I'd like to think we give honest feedback. I mean, oh shoot, Bob, that reminds me. I've got an email or a message, Michael back about
Speaking of
Studio
honest
Showdown.
feedbacks.
Because Bob and I have even, I mean, it can always go different ways, right? But there's a game that some people wanted us to take a look at and, you know, and do some content for them. And, you know, we're like, okay, so like, we think the game is like, okay, but there's some things that we think that would be really simple. You know, have you considered X and Y, right? You know, and so, and to their credit, because not everybody feels this way, but to their credit, they're like, we want to schedule a call with you. We've got like the designer and a couple of our like people on our team, like that we're trying to publish this, you know, and Bob and I got on a call with them for like an hour, like going over.
Wow.
Dev sesh, right? We're talking about some things that we thought like could improve the game and, you know, or at least ask, you know, had you considered this or why, you know, wouldn't you have done it this way? And they, you know, there's some answers back and forth. There's conversation. They took a lot of notes and then they're like, would you be cool if like we take a look at some things and then come back to you and do it again, right? And so like Bob and I, we've got a schedule to do that again now, and I'm very excited because it's like, as someone who is not a designer, but like would love to be like, to get to participate in the development of a game is just, it's a super cool process. It's also very, very flattering because like, I'm like, who the hell are we, that our opinion matters. but yeah, it's cool. And it's great when people, really are receptive to honest feedback.
Yeah. Did you say what game that was, or were you not? Gonna say
It's
that?
not published yet, so I guess
Gotcha.
we really
Okay.
shouldn't say. I'll tell you
you're
off
good.
camera, right? But,
Fair.
Yeah.
Andrew, I played Batflip Dynasty two-handed to learn it, and I enjoyed it. I gotta get Bob past the I don't want to play sports game shtick he's got. Maybe me and Tim will just play it, and
That's a
Bob
great
can
idea.
tend to Winston while that's happening.
well, but here's the thing: is more and more lately, we have been finding games that Bob would have initially dismissed, and then
Fair.
has started to like.
Yep.
Fall of Kingdoms being one of them, right?
Yeah.
You and I really enjoyed Kickabout, that Galen Games game that's coming out real soon.
About soccer. I'm like, what? Soccer?
Like, I don't care about soccer, but
Yeah,
that game was fun.
it was fun.
So Bob's got to. I'm supposed to be the crusty old Gen Xer here, Bob. Like, you stop
I need
taking
to
my
stay in
role.
lane.
Dude.
Is that what you're trying
Stay
to
in your lane, bro. Come on, man. That's my
say?
thing.
Yeah. But I mean, at least I'm
So are
open to trying new things.
You definitely are. And that's what
So,
your
Bob, are
Grindr
you just
profile
not in-
says.
That's right.
Gosh.
Sorry, Daniel.
So Bob, are you just? Oh, sure. Fine. Are you guys? Are you Bob? Are you just anti like sports? Like, you just don't like any sports, or you just don't like sports?
No, I mean,
games,
like
or-
I like football. I watch football
Uh-huh.
quite a bit. I used to play pep band for the basketball team, and it's fun to go to like a basketball game, but watching on TV doesn't do anything for me. I think baseball is boring as hell. Although Mike took me to a Toronto game, and now they changed the rule with they actually have like a clock to
Yeah.
keep it moving. It's way better than it used
Games
to
are
be.
barely over 2 hours now. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
The
it's
pitch
nice.
clock is
Yeah.
is a legit great change.
Yeah, and I just haven't really played many sports games I like. Like a video game, sure. Like Tecmo Super Bowl was freaking fantastic.
To be fair to you, though, Bobby, I don't know that there's a ton of great
sports games.
sports games.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
It's
mean,
really
I
not,
like-
which is when they tell you that there's one that's good, you should play it, because there is so few that are good. Like
That's
the
right.
good ones really rise to the top, like Baseball Highlights. That's an incredible game if you haven't played that one. Blood Bowl, even though it's not really like real football,
Blood Bowl
it feels
interests
like
me.
rugby
It
or
seems. I mean,
whatever.
I like Warhammer kind of stuff, and it seems funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great games. Well, yeah, and actually, spoiler, it's not on my list, but it almost was Blood Bowl of my stupid fun games, because while it is funny and stupid, you can get really serious with it too. Like,
Oh,
it's
dude.
really
Yeah.
nose down and 3
Yeah.
hours of silence. It's
Yeah.
like playing a 3-hour
Yeah.
chess match.
The store we
sometimes.
used to film out of, there was a bunch of guys that used to have like a league or something, and they were there
Yeah.
every weekend playing. Seriously,
That was one of the guys in that league was a dude I went to grade school with and still friends with, like, so like every once in a while I go out and chat him up, a little bit and be like, oh, hey, man. And yeah, man, they are like that Blood Bowl though. Like when he's playing, I leave him alone.
I
No.
still
Sign me
haven't
up.
messed with Blood Bowl, but Blood Bowl Team Manager, I always like building the deck between like seasons you play.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Managing
I-
a team
I
just
feel
seems
like-
boring.
This is very much kind of the way to approach it. I feel like it's okay to be critical, even if you're negative on a game. Try and highlight the things you like about it and not trash it. That's pretty much what we try to do if we don't like a game on our review videos.
Well, and I think there's a difference between trashing it and like constructively criticizing,
Exactly.
Yeah.
right? If
That's
you're just trashing it, you're kind of being a turd. You're being a little bit of a oopsie
Yeah,
poopsie.
oopsie-poopsie,
But if
yeah.
you are, but if you are actually like trying to explain why you don't like it and stuff, there's definitely reviews we do where it's like, Bob or Mike may not like something about a game, and I'm like, that's not a problem for me. Like, that bothered you, but I think that that's fine, and that's legit. But if you're just like this
Tim
game,
wins bothers me.
it is fact. I do believe that if we play a game for review and I win, that's like a half point off the score for Bob, like immediately. Immediately, especially if he asks for the rule book and we played it correctly, especially because then he's like, well, there's something wrong with these rules.
Yeah, well, they didn't call us for the dev sesh, and then so
that's true.
Yeah.
Knight, this is a great question. I've actually been looking for one myself. There's a couple that are hitting Kickstarter soon that the name of them I'm drawing a blank on. I'll have to come up with them later. But Basket Boss is one by All Play where I haven't played it, but you're bidding for players and you accumulate a team for each position and they give you a certain amount of points based on the season. Some guys prime in different seasons of their careers, so you get more points in like their third year. So it seemed interesting. Basket Boss is one.
Mike, you didn't play the Pacers?
Best comment of the night so far.
Oh shit, that's amazing. Mike, you didn't play the Pacers themed game?
The Pacers themed game? No,
The Indiana Pacers are the official Dice Hospital. Like, because all their players got hurt.
Oh gosh.
I'll allow it.
I was like, ooh, what's a hospital game? All the Pacers are like, the Pacers, there's no way they were going to be good this year because all of their great players got hurt at the worst time last year. And it wasn't just like, ow, I broke a nail. It was like, holy shit, my leg fell off. Like they all had horrible injuries.
This is true. They are effectively tanking though, and if they can get a top 4 pick, they're going to be set. There's a really stacked draft class coming in.
I would say tanking is when you do it intentionally. I don't think that they have much of a choice.
They are now. They basically are like, oh, our best players are hurt. All right, then let's only win 15 games. Agreed, Trevor. I was really digging watching some curling in the Olympics this year. It's so strategic.
Yeah. I was telling my wife I actually enjoyed curling the most too because like when you watch those other winter sports, you're like, wow, that ice skater was fantastic. It was amazing. Oh, she came in last. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what she did wrong.
Is so like subjective. I don't like it. Like,
yeah. But like curling, you're like, he hit 3 little stones. That was a great move. I don't know actually what happened, but it looked fantastic.
There's no judging in curling, right? It
is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's why I like the speed skating.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they get going, it's like horse racing, right? They call the Kentucky Derby like the fastest 2 minutes in sports or whatever, and you're like speed skating is so intense, and you're like, are they gonna make up the time? It's just like track and field during the summer, where it's like, who's gonna, I love that stuff. I can't get into ice skating because I mean, for multiple reasons. There are legit like corruption scandals all the time with the judging and ice skating and things like that.
Seriously.
I legitimately haven't watched it since Nancy Kerrigan. My sister loved Nancy Kerrigan, like was obsessed with her. So that was like very real for us when she became Tanya Harding. It was like wild. I was like,
when Tanya Harding, when she got caned by Tanya Harding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only watch like so much of that stuff. Like you said, like they all look amazing. You're like, oh, they got detracted a 1/10 of a point because her toe was like a 1/4 inch back on her landing. Like, okay, you all look amazing at this. Downhill skiing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there is no planet where I'll ever consider wanting to go 80 miles an hour on a set of skis. Just watching that, and I'm like, this is amazing. And like literally 100ths of a second is separating people from doing a 1.5-minute long race down a mountain. Like that stuff's nuts to me. I really enjoy watching that.
Yeah.
Did somebody wipe out pretty hard on that this year?
Oh yes, Lindsey Vonn, right?
Years. Yeah.
She tore her ACL like a week or two before the Olympics, said she'd still compete, and then
and then almost had to have her leg amputated because her knee
out.
Blew up.
Yeah,
5 seconds into her run.
You get to do. You only get to do that once every 4 years. You got to give it a shot.
I ain't mad at her for trying. I think it's super courageous and amazing, right? Because she was already one of the best in the world at it. And then to do it, as somebody that is typically considered too old to go and do that and what I believe legitimately qualify. Like, wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, but there's a legitimacy of being 42 being too old. This is what we're trying to tell our my co-host Andy. He decided he used to do hockey back in the day, and
sure.
the first year of our show, he's like, "Guys, I just joined a hockey team." 3 practices. He went to 3 practices before he shattered his legs in 4 places.
Oh gosh, that's
Yeah.
so rough.
Yeah, so 3 years later, he's like, "Guys, I think I'm gonna try to do hockey again." We're like, "You are not."
Wow.
I was like,
Yeah,
"Are you an idiot?"
Yeah, there's a reason why those like the pros cycle out like 3 lines and are only on the ice for like a minute and a half, 2-minute tops. Those guys just destroy each other out there. I agree. The board game rundown bobsled team.
There we go.
Good. No,
I mean,
you
if
know,
the
I like
Jamaicans
watching.
can do it.
Yeah, that's right. I like it like when I go to a convention and I get to watch all of like the banners.
Oh
table
yeah, here we go,
covers,
Bob.
and all the people in the cool T-shirts walking by. And if you need any of that stuff, we know a guy.
We do know a guy.
Roll it, Mike.
This guy?
That beautiful.
Get your games noticed with help from Lawhorn Design. Eye-catching backdrops, banners, table covers, signage, and much, much more. All shipped directly to you or your next big show. Fast, reliable rush orders are always available to keep you prepared and professional. Contact Lawhorn Design today for all your creative marketing, branding, website, and event display needs.
This is a great question. I mean, if somebody can get their need destroyed off the ice, then the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
business has been down since the 90s.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I did watch Lilyhammer, at least one season of that. Does that count? Like this, that was the very first Netflix original series, and it was about a mobster that went into like witness protection and wanted to go to Lilyhammer because he was seeing the Olympics there, in like 90 whatever. And it's actually not a bad show. But yeah.
Best
I
monster
never heard of that one.
movie by Blue Heaven. No?
What was that?
Nobody?
I didn't get. Oh, My Blue Heaven. I was like, what's Mobble Heaven?
Bubble Hubbub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
My
Rick
Blue
Moranis,
Heaven.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that movie. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
It's dangerous for you to be in the frozen food section. You could melt all the stuff.
And I haven't seen that in a minute.
It's been a while.
I remember they built a baseball park, the Little League,
Yep.
Little
Yep.
League park.
All right. Well, we got a topic, don't we?
We do. It's My Blue Heaven and our favorite lines
Right.
from it. So
All right.
starting with Mike, who
lost
just now
me
for
there.
the first time heard of this movie.
I like to think of myself as a movie guy, or at least I used to be. But you guys pull out some references. I think last time on too, I'm like, I don't know what these movies are.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Yeah.
Bob and I were latchkey kids, man. Come on. We
Yep.
I mean, these like randomly obscure movie references that these guys make, I can't keep up. I would just shoot these guys for making these random references, but I never touched a gun in my life.
Oh, here he goes. Now you're doing.
I
now
just
you're doing
Googled
some
it.
stuff.
That's all.
Now you're doing. Now you're doing some stuff. Mike's playing the game.
There you go.
Mike's
Counts.
playing the
Like,
game.
that escalated quickly. I get it.
I know. It was pretty bad. I should probably drink this away. 2 double scotches, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys have
Arugula. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
vegetable.
I just love Steve Martin and everything.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I get it. All right. What was your criteria? What was your criteria for this list? You know, like what makes a stupid fun game for you?
Well, I will say I tried to avoid party games because I feel like that's what party games are. Just stupid
That's
fun.
inherently what they are. Sure.
Yeah, so I kind of just try to avoid that. So I was trying to think of games that were taking themselves somewhat seriously. And then I will say that we did a top 10 list of this somewhat recently, but we rephrased it as games that give us joy. So it was, so I try to avoid some of those games on there. So this
Sure.
is kind of like still top 5 games, I believe, but these are definitely games that are like trying to be real games to a certain extent.
Can I just really, before we start, I just want to throw out like an honorable mention that I haven't played, but I do feel like it would belong on this list. And that's Oopsie Poopsie. That sounds like a stupid fun game.
I'm sure it is. Everything I've heard
sounds-
about it.
I mean, you had me at the title. I guarantee you, I bring a game called Oopsie Poopsie into my house, and my kids are gonna be like, "What is this? Can we play it now?"
Mhm.
Just
Tim
saying.
says first, put your brown pants on.
That's right, because you
Yeah.
might poop. You might have a little oopsie.
Yeah, I do agree with the not going with too many party games part. I got one, but I tried that to not be like the focus of my whole list because yeah, I felt like it was kind of too obvious. Although I think we're still gonna end up with one on here that I just kind of have to talk about. But
That's fair.
yeah, more fun than they should be, or just like you just can't take yourself too seriously when you play it. It's fun. Like
Well, you know,
I find
and I-
myself giggling like a madman while playing this
oh
game.
god, oh
Yeah.
god, yeah. I mean, we literally like had something like that the other night at Bob's when we played games with Wes.
Yep.
I won't
Yeah.
name the game just in case it pops up on a list. But
I'm-
like we are grown men. There was 4 grown men playing a children's game, and we're virtually in tears.
My
We can't
face
breathe.
hurt from
All right,
laughing
so-
much.
save your thunder. It's my 5. So let's just
Oh, okay.
let's
So
just
I'll-
talk about it for this list.
All right. Well, I'll stop it there.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when
Yeah.
we get to your turn.
There was no pre-discussion about it. I'm just letting you know. Let's talk about it on my 5.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. I had it as a potential because of
Gotta
that,
happen.
right?
We literally
So-
just played this.
So, you know, like we're all talking about, like that was sort of my criteria for some of this was like, I tried to not go like straight party.
I definitely considered games where maybe we're laughing so hard we're crying, you know what I mean? Or like your stomach hurts or you know, we get loud playing, you know, we get a little rowdy. Like theme doesn't maybe matter, you know, but it's just what we're doing and how we're doing it for me. And I love a great board game experience anyways. So to me, this list like just feeds into that so much. Some of my all-time favorite games are not heavy for this reason.
Yeah, I say
Yeah, I've always said there's 2 reasons to play games. It's because you want to think about stuff, strategize, you kind of want that chunky feeling. And then the other reason is just to laugh and have a good time. Not that you can't have a good time with the serious
sure.
games, but
it's a different kind of good
but-
time.
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
Yep.
So I've always told my friends these are fun games as opposed to like good games. And they always look at me weird, like that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, no, it totally makes sense. It's like the only purpose of this game is to have fun. It's like it doesn't even care how good it is. It just wants you to laugh and joke and have a good night. But a game that's good is like, oh man, it's so chunky, it's solid. I'm thinking about it. I can play this over and over again and get new experiences and new iterations of the same game. Like that's
I
super
mean,
cool.
It
But then
is.
there's
Are
games
we
that
watching
just make you
Citizen
laugh.
Kane or are we watching Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. And there's a
Good-
place for
good
both.
movies, but for different reasons.
Exactly right. And I will rewatch, right? Like multiple times because I love them, you know, but yes, exactly. For different reasons. And I think they are equally as important to the industry or the hobby.
For sure.
All right, we ready to get into this?
I think we're ready to get into this. I think
Let's
that
do it.
means we're going to start with Bob, and it's number 5.
My number 5 is probably the crunchiest / most serious game on here, but the real-time aspect of this just gets me giggling. And I'm talking about Project Elite. This is one of those games where it's got a real-time spot where you're just chucking these dice over and over again, trying to do these actions and get these things done. But every time you roll an alien, you got to move one of the alien dudes closer to you. And you're just trying to go super fast because you want to get so much stuff done because you only have so much time. And those aliens just keep coming at you and you're like, no, and you're just yelling at it and you're laughing. And yeah, I do enjoy me some Project Elite.
I have never played this. I don't even know how this game works. This game, the fact that this game is on this list shocks me because I like thinking about Project Elite and like from what I know of like the box, you know, and like what it looks like.
I've got the first edition, but yeah.
I would have thought that this is like, you know, more along the lines of like an XCOM.
Oh no.
Kind of game.
No,
which
like
is
you got like a little planning strategy period, but then you've got like I forgot how many minutes it is timer, and everybody's just rolling dice. And there's one face on there that's got like an alien thing. And every time you roll that, you have to move one of the alien dudes a spot closer to your encampment. And you're trying to get your dudes to move from spot to spot, to pick things up and to take your shots and shoot things. And all these aliens are just kind of coming down at you. And just that real time kind of tension. And you're just giggling because these things are just barreling down on you. And I don't know. It was a ton of fun. And I laughed my butt off when we played.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I would have totally misinterpreted what that game was about.
Yeah.
So
I haven't played this one either, but I get the excitement for it. It's not on my list, but I considered it, and that is Escape the Temple, Curse of the Temple, or whatever. For that same reason, like anything that's real time just leads to that. Like you're just laughing and falling over yourself. You're knocking into each other. You're yelling at each other, and it's just this like you don't even know what's actually happening.
The same person rolling the alien like over and over. You're like, what side are you on?
Brandon, you either if you don't bring Project Elite to Gen Con, then Bob needs to bring his, but then we need to just have a little late night game sesh.
Yeah. What edition do you have, Brandon? I haven't seen the second edition yet, and I'd be curious to check it out because I got first edition when it first came out. I played it like 2 or 3 times with some of the old hosts, and I haven't had a chance to play it since.
Because I will tell you, like, you know how games can sometimes be group dependent?
Sure.
I could probably play about any game with that Atlanta group. I'm talking about Brandon, Saki, and Ginger, and we're gonna have a good time, even if that game sucks. Mm-hmm. So actually, maybe I shouldn't play with them because I'll have an unfair opinion of it because I'll have too high of an opinion, you know, maybe an inflated opinion, because I'll be like, no, these guys are fun to game with. Like this should be pretty good. All right.
I feel like I'm missing a reference here, but of course I have played Duck Hunt.
Oh, I don't know. I missed that too. All right. So many games to choose from, but I think my number 5 has to be Ubibo.
Oh,
which is this insane game where you are trying to hold up chopsticks between one hand with other players.
I was trying to remember
and the other problem is playing this game with adults, and we are making stupid jokes while we're playing. So then we start laughing, and your hands are shaking, you know. And then it's like, no, just get it in there. And then it's like, that's what she said. It's like, shut up! I'm trying to not laugh. And this game is so stressful and like strenuous and so much fun. This game is an absolute blast. I
couldn't remember the name of it.
I had the benefit of like looking over and seeing it like right there. But I mean, this game was hilarious and a really good time. And I'm really glad my sister and my brother-in-law Patrick showed me this game because then I immediately went and bought it. Because these are the stupid kind of games that I love just because of the insanity. You can literally play it with anybody, and it's
and when you get bored, you just add balls.
Oh shoot, we've never gotten good enough. We have never gotten good enough to add that element.
No. True story.
Wow.
So
Yep.
Yeah,
You
that-
basically just draw a card that tells you what finger you got to use to hold the stick up.
oh my gosh. Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
you
Twister
draw
with
another
sticks.
card and pick another person, and they got to use that finger to hold that stick up. And then pretty much eventually you got like 4 people using 3 fingers each, and it gets ridiculous.
This
You
is
try
the
to hold it
version
as
of
long as you
Twister.
can.
This is the version of Twister you can play at work without getting HR called on you.
Yeah.
I mean, it could still happen if you say something really stupid, but I mean, for the most part, you're pretty safe. But yeah, Ubibo is just great fun. It is so much fun.
This was Gen Con 2025 release, I believe. I know that's where you
Oh.
got it. It says 2024, but I don't know if it had.
Did we play it for the first time last year, or was it 2 years ago?
It was last year. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe it
'Cause I
didn't
re-
get localization until
Yeah, so I think it took a year
2025.
to
It's
come
hard
to
to
the
say.
It
States.
could have been published overseas, right? And then came over.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild. A game like that, that's like definitely in the category of a game that how has this not like been out since the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is definitely falls into that. How has nobody thought of
Yeah.
this?
It's like the
Yes.
hoop stick game, right? Where you have like the hoop.
Yeah.
And you use the stick to
Yeah. And,
Ball in the cup.
I mean, again,
ball
right?
cup. That's right, ball cup.
This isn't, we're not making Galactic Cruise, food chain magnet level decisions here. We're just having a good time.
I don't know. It was pretty crunchy.
Yeah.
What direction do I want to hold this finger up?
Oh my gosh.
Is this some blue balls? I can't tell.
You don't say that, I'm gonna start giggling. All right, Daniel, what do you got?
All right, my first one. I was torn on which one to do first, but I will go with the one I written down. How about that? Mine
Ooh,
is
good concept.
Ball Play. I know, right? It's gonna be QE.
Great pick.
I love
Great
this game so much.
pick.
Please continue.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just an auction game where there is no money. You just bid whatever you want. And what makes this game the stupid fun is when you are writing down that number, one person gets to see the number, so they get to determine who the winner is. And just looking at the person's reaction of like, who would put this number down?
Yeah.
And then like they went first, so they wrote like $1, and then like you give them theirs on the next turn, and you write like 10,000, and they're like, I did $1. And then it's like that like slow roll of everybody realizing what everyone's doing, that you start mocking people like, well, apparently you don't want to win and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just,
and then it starts going into
it's
the
a cool-
millions, and you're like, what is happening?
yeah.
This is insanity. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a cool auction game. Like, I mean, the auction on it is basic. You're just, that resource tile right there. You're just bidding on it. But it's just, it gets so wild, and eventually you just don't even care about the game anymore, and you're just trying to see who can get the highest number.
Yeah.
But be reasonable. Like, I never was in one of the games that went too crazy. Like, you got to use real numbers. You got to try to win, or else then it goes off the rails in a weird way that you're like, what are we even doing?
The set collecting in this game is interesting too. Like if you can get more of like a certain color tile purchase, you get more points for it. The more you get of your country, you get more points for it. And I always find the timing, because you're allowed to look at the winning bid once per game. The timing of that I always find super interesting. And then, like you said, you're like, why are people up in the billions already? This is stupid. I love this game. This is a great pick.
Yeah. Fantastic pick. Super fun.
Yeah. I had a comment on that comment you pulled up there. It said last year, I think, on the stadium floor at 10
That's when we
p.m. with
played
Diddy.
that.
That's when we
That's
were
when
playing
we-
Ubibo. Yeah, so Chris was playing Ubibo with us. So
All right. Looks like you guys played with P. Diddy there. That's interesting. Or is that a
Oh yeah,
typo?
PM Diddy.
That was the after part.
Well, all the oil made it even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
with all that
It
baby
does.
oil, imagine how difficult that was.
I see. Trevor, I googled a quote from that movie, so that's where that quote came from. I
No,
have
no,
shot-
that came off the top of the dome, Mike. Come on,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
I've shot real guns.
All right, Mike, steal my number 2.
Oh, was it Bob? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad I didn't name the name because I thought it might show up on a
Really?
list.
I mean, I figured it was just one of those times where we weren't going to talk about it, and then the game within the game of who's going to talk about it and when. But we had our buddy Wes Todd over at Bob's house this weekend, and you just never know what's going to get played. And we played a game called Pigs on Trampolines. How can this not be stupid fun? You basically take pigs, you bounce them off these trampolines, and you got to try to get one in the middle there. I don't know if we were playing by the rules or if we house ruled it. This game only comes with 3 trampolines, and there's 4 of us. So we made it this speed game where we're just whoever can get the first one in gets a point. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to play the game.
That's actually how you're supposed to play the game. We just had too many.
We played with 4. We played with 4, and so they're falling on the floor, and you're bouncing, and they just have these weird bumps on them. So of course they don't just bounce like a ball. They got weird ends and their snout and their feet and their ears, making them just go wherever the hell. You never know. And it becomes this like endurance game because we've been bouncing these stupid pigs for like 5 minutes. Nobody's drained one. You're like, my back hurts because I've picked like 15 off the floor this round.
I mean, we're sweating.
Though.
We're like laughing. We're almost like crying from laughing so hard, like I couldn't breathe. We're all
like somebody speak one. I'm hurting.
You would have thought we all ran a mile, like after one person gets a pig in that thing, because we're just like laughing so hard.
You're celebrating other people sinking them because you get a break.
Yeah.
Okay, time out.
Like, everybody was legit excited when one went in. When one went in, we're like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah. But I knew because I have this game in my house because we had gotten it for my kids for Christmas. So I knew once West brought this, I was definitely like, that's getting played. And I knew, I mean, West is already a force. But if I knew I threw like my tiny little weight behind him, like we would also, like we were going to make sure that game got played. Like nobody's going home until we play this game.
I mean, just naturally, this was the first game I thought of when you brought this up. So it had to get talked about here.
Nice.
It's a great one.
It was fun though. It is literally stupid fun. Highly recommend.
Well, and the other thing about this game, right, is like
5.9.
We all play these crazy. We play heavy games, you know, we play lighter games, and here we are having just as much fun playing this, you know, stupid, silly game. And that was so much fun as we would have if we were sitting and like really trying to like beat each other's brains out playing Anachrony, you know what I mean, or something like that. Which is why I love these games, because I can get just as amped up for these kind of games as I can those easier ones.
There we go. I did a live rating to try and help out that 5.9 it's got there. So there you go.
Doing the Lord's work right there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Somebody's got to, Mike. God bless you.
Yeah, I won't say the name of this game in case it's on somebody's list, but I have an experience where I had a oopsie poopsie. That's right. As where a friend, we played a kids game like this, and he did not want to play, and it was so fun. Within 30 seconds, seeing him go from this to like seeing his eyes light up. And these games do that, right? Like you just strike the right chord. And these stupid kids games are like, that was probably the best game I played all night. Maybe all
sometimes you need to lighten up a little bit, right? You know what I mean? And just like let it go, just have fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, good picks. Let's get some more with our number 4.
Well, speaking of lightening up a little bit, if you knew our local curmudgeon shut down the rundown, Chris, Charlwood, he introduced us to a game that was so stupid fun. Went out, bought a copy, gave copies away at Christmas. I'm talking about.
I bought a copy.
Also bought a copy.
Ah,
This is just one of those stupid fun games where you're making up a language and you don't get to make any sounds except for those sounds that are out there. You have all these pictures around there and you're kind of assigning those pictures to the different sounds. And then you're going to have one given to you and it's going to get mixed up with some other ones and and then you're going to tell them what sound that is. And they have to try to figure out what picture you are trying to tell them it is. And it's just ridiculous fun. Like, I mean, it takes a little bit to kind of like get some people into it, but once they catch on to it, like, man, like people are Sha Bing, Bing Flow, Bing.
This is worth the effort, right? This is the juice is worth the squeeze to get this, to get somebody like, get through that preliminary round to get people to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're just trying to find similarities with these pictures and assigning a made-up word to it. Usually you just move the card to it, but I mean, just for example here, I take the burger and that
I have to walk away
cupcake
for a
and
second,
say
guys.
"Sha."
Sorry.
Go do it.
The burger and the cupcake, "Sha."
Shot.
Sha.
Cactus
UFO
and the bee,
and the
Bing.
boat.
Bing.
What?
Yeah, I said the cactus and the bee, Bing.
Bing.
Bing. UFO and boat, flow.
Flow. Bing flow.
No,
That's
but
what I love about that game.
the headphones, Bing. No, flow.
Flow.
Flow, Bing. Bing. So Flow Bing. Flow Bing.
Flow.
Yeah.
And then you get everybody just kind of
Get everybody agreeing with where these
arguing.
cards feel
And it's like-
categorized. Then you draw another picture and you got to try to match it with the existing language and these words that you've created, which make it becomes harder because then you got to draw like 4 random ones from the deck, and those might be closer to the established word than what you've drawn.
it's
Like if
the
you were to draw
worst.
a truck with what we've talked about, it would be flow, right? Because flow is kind of like sort of a vehicle, a man-made vehicle type thing. You're not allowed to have those conversations
Right.
until everybody has drawn a card. Then you can talk about your established language. But it's wild. It's wild.
But
It's a lot of
but I mean, that's the thing, is you're hoping, you're like, I'm assigning this because I think this means it's something like mechanical or man-made, but that's not always the way other people are taking it, right? You know what I mean? They might be like, oh, well, this has wheels, or something like that. And
yeah. And like, I was thinking the burger and the cupcake were edible, so that was Sha. So like if I drew another food card, I'd think Sha.
right.
Yeah, those are the kind of crazy ways you're trying to group these things together. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's so much
And you
fun.
just hear people like agreeing with you, and like I said, you just hear a table full of people going Sha.
Yeah. And everybody gets excited about it too, right? Like everybody's all worked up.
Yep. That was an honorable mention, Bob. It is literally stupid fun. Great.
Oh, what a fantastic pick.
You guys convinced me real time. I put it on my wish list there. So
Nice.
Daniel, I think it's an op game, it's relatively inexpensive. I think it's worth a shot, and if it stinks and you don't like it, give it to somebody,
Yeah.
It's one of those group dependent social games. If you got people that aren't taking themselves too seriously, you can have a blast.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, sorry I had to get up there. I work. I'm a bank manager, and got a call from my alarm system. It was a false alarm, though. We're good.
Hey,
I was like,
The
about to
alarm
get
went off.
robbed right
Get
now.
out.
hey,
Get out.
we're
Hurry up,
all
get out.
on camera. It was not us. It was not us.
I knew you were tied up. This was our best spot.
Yeah, right. Like that's how we get them. Okay, so my number 4, and I haven't played this in a minute, and I feel like we need to get it back to the table, because I do enjoy this game. It's hard though, but it is really silly, stupid fun, and that is Dungeon Fighter. I
Damn
mean,
it!
Honorable mention.
you are flicking, like you get these cards and maybe you've got to like take the die off your elbow and get it down, or you've got to like underhand it or offhand it, or behind the back. And you're throwing the die down onto these targets. And then that is going to determine like the kind of damage you're doing against these monsters. And then there's asymmetric characters and they've got player powers and things like that. But you're chucking these dice and trying, in goofy ways. And I remember playing this at my sister's, like one of the Julia cons, and I brought up like how much fun I thought this game was. And my brother-in-law was just baffled that anybody would enjoy this game as much as like Bob and I and Dave Brinkman were, like we were all having a great time with this. And I don't know if he just thought like, this is idiotic. You guys are dumb, but it didn't matter because we were having a fantastic time playing this very silly game.
Nice.
Sometimes you got to spin, and it is ridiculous. It is exactly stupid fun. It was way more fun than I thought it was going to be, just trying to drop dice literally into this bullseye on the table. It was hilarious, lots of fun. It's perfect for this list.
It's a good,
we're sitting there in our old studio trying to figure out like, how do I line up this shot? Here, move your chair. Hey, let me slide over here. I can do this shot better from this angle. Like, we're just doing all these crazy things that 360s and all the random crap they make you do with these dice. Hilarious.
And it's tough. It's legit tough, but I don't care. Like, that's the challenge is what's fun.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like actually trying to like defeat like these monsters though. And the closer you get to the middle, the more hit points or the more damage you actually do. And there's modifiers and stuff. It was a ton of fun. I would love to play this again. Actually, I would love to. You're looking at the only time I've ever played this game. I would love to play it again. And this is an old video. That's
a really old video.
I have 3 different versions of this game.
I have 2.
Because they did a Kickstarter campaign where they released like 4, like there's like an OG version, and then they released 4 new versions, like different dungeons, different animals, different asymmetrical players, and then so Tim and I split that, and he got 2, I got 2. So
yeah.
What am I lining up here?
One of the first times I listened to Reason, and it's like, look, we can just split this Kickstarter, and it will make sense.
We'll have access to all of it. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the board game industry would go out of business if we all did that.
Well, yeah.
It's already barely hanging on.
Bob, you and I have way less gray in our beard in this video.
Well, you didn't have to point that out.
Guess what?
Oh,
you
look,
can't
I'm
get
like
gray hair.
20
If you don't
pounds
How
have
old
it.
this video is.
20 pounds later.
Quick confession, Tim, I had this as my number 2. This is a perfect game for this list.
It is. Sorry, Mike. I did not intentionally snipe you. I know sometimes there's games where you're like, I want to be the first one to talk about it so I can talk about it.
Yeah, but we haven't played or talked about this game literally in years. So
Exactly right. And that's why I was like, oh, this is a great time to talk about this game again, because it's been a minute.
Yeah,
all right, Daniel.
Yeah, so I feel like the rest of my list, I don't know what direction you guys are going with it, but I feel like the odd man out slightly here. But this one will plug into what you guys have done this past pick anyways. Because this could also be the oldest game on the list. This is a Milton Bradley classic. It's called Hands Down.
Oh, I know Hands Down. Yeah.
So this game has been hiding in my house for years. I don't know. I think it was like my wife's old copy, and we just busted out one day with the kids, and it's our favorite game to play as a family. And if you guys remember playing this as a kid, you might like kind of dismiss it and think of like, oh, whatever, it's just a speed game. But what makes this one so like stupid fun and gets all of us laughing is that this game is kind of real time as well. It actually never stops, because what you're doing is you're like drawing a card from somebody else's hand. And if you get doubles, or you draw it from the deck, I forget which one it is. I think it's from the deck. And if you ever get doubles, that's what it is. You draw from the deck, and if you hit doubles, you slap the hand down, and then the little tabs in the middle, they come down, and whoever's on top is last. Well, then that person picks a card from their hand, and if you have doubles, you slap it again. So what always happens in this game is everyone's laughing about slapping your cards down. You're trying to fake people out, and then you pull a card, and while they're still laughing or going, "Oh, I can't believe you did that," you slap it down again, and everyone's like, "What just happened?" And it's just like by the end of it, like the kids are throwing themselves on the table. They're like running into each other. They're just like, "Get away!" Like, let me see what your hands are. I mean, it's just, and I while I haven't played this with adults yet, I have a feeling it would devolve just like that with adults as well.
And isn't that worth it?
Yes.
Agreed.
I mean, it's just a great time of having everybody yell and scream at each other, and good time.
Yeah, these are the kind of games that, like, especially that I love to play with, like, serious gamers. You know what I mean? Because you really got to shake them up. Like, yeah, that's amazing. That's great. And I will always say this, and I've said it a million times, is there's a lot to be said for a game that if your family is going to play it and they love it, especially if they're not into board games at the level you are, like A+. Like, let's go.
Yeah. And this one has it. It's the reason it's been around for the beginning of time. But it's probably one that people don't really think about. I mean, it's kind of like, is it slapjack? You flip a card, you see a jack, and you all slap your hands, and then your feelings get hurt, and people hit each other because it's like you hit me too hard. This kind of takes that part away,
right?
And it also makes it a little bit more definitive because you can see who is on top. So there's no argument.
Literally,
so
yes.
So it looks like a gimmick, but it was a needed gimmick.
Yeah, it was required. The universe needed this.
Yes, exactly.
So that siblings would stop murdering each other.
This feels like a game that I should have set up, like just in my house somewhere, where if there's ever a tie, I tell my kids to break the tie.
Here we go.
Hands down real quick and just watch them take off.
Oh. And you're like, best parent ever.
Yes.
I've never played Panda Pirates, but it sounds like I'd like to.
I actually, if you watch our top 10 games that give us joy, that was my number 10 was Pirate Panda Party, because it's Mario Party, the board game. And you're doing a bunch of crazy dexterity. I think she meant in reference to your Dungeon Twister, maybe, because it's a little bit more like that than it is. Like
sure.
Yeah. That's a good one too.
All right. I know Tim and Bob haven't played this one, but I've now played this one twice with West. And this one is stupid fun. It is Hero. This game is ridiculous. So the way you do a turn is you're going to take your little tanker here, which is a sand timer. You're going to flip it on its side, and you're going to start rolling these dice, and you're trying to set collect, and you're trying to get resources, and you're trying to give yourself the ability to do actions out on the main board. And you can stop whenever you want because your tanker is just running low on sand the whole time you're doing this. And so as soon as you flip it back over, you have to take these resources, and you're going to grab things from the main board. If I can find the actual main board, I'm kind of. You're basically getting like special abilities. You're getting in-game triggers. But the thing is, you need to be able to refill your truck. So you got to collect these cans. And before your turn, you can spend a can, and you get to tilt your truck back over and literally just let it fill back up with sand. The other player, it's a 2-player only game, the other player has to roll 3 flames on the dice. So they're speed rolling, and you're talking trash while your truck is literally filling up with more sand that you can use to do more actions on your turn. It's just hilarious. Like, even if you are getting smoked in this game, you're just like laughing about it because it's a game that kind of lets you, you get to be silly here. you can be really, you don't have to like officially announce you're filling your truck up. You can be like, all right, I'm filling my truck up, and then like immediately hold it upright and all the sand. And you see that sand trickling in before the other person even picks up the dice. This is the kind of game that allows you to do that sort of thing. It's ridiculous. It's fun. I have had a blast every time I have played Hero, and I've gotten destroyed both times I have played it, and I just have so much fun it doesn't matter.
So between Mike and Di, you guys have made me very happy that I've traded for a copy of Kiro, and I have a copy of this
Nice.
game because I've heard you guys talk about this.
Yeah.
So
My only hesitation on that is that it's 2 players. Like, it sounds fun, but like, I don't, which second player would I ever play this with? I suppose like my kids, but my
No,
gaming
here's what
friends are all too serious.
here's what you do, Daniel, though, is you pick the best, your favorite co-host on Around the Board,
Uh,
you know, and then you're like, you're my favorite co-host, so you're
Okay,
the one I'm
well,
going to play
John.
this with.
I don't mind picking.
You're not supposed to actually pick your favorite. I love it. I love it.
Di, I'm pretty sure Wes brought that play up when he showed me this game for the first time. He brought it over. We played it. I had a blast. I bought it, and then there was some other night where these 2 buffoons couldn't make it over, and Wes came over, and we played it again. It is just hilarious.
You had me at buffoon. I love it. I love that Di's like, I crush Dave every time.
I
Oh,
think I made it a little bit closer, but Wes destroyed me like both times. And it's
he's a
just like,
monster,
I don't
dude.
care. I'm having fun. This game's a blast.
Wes is a monster. He's a shark. It's almost as satisfying beating Wes in a game as it is beating Bob in a game.
Every group has one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right.
All right. More fun games. Number 3.
My number 3 is probably the most party game I've got on here. If you were listening to my number 5, you know I enjoy the real time. And while you can have fun playing charades, doing it under more duress leads to more fun. And I am talking about Gestures. This is a game from like what, the 80s, late 80s, 90s. What is it? 1990. How about that? And but it's basically speed charades. You got that little doohickey there, and it holds 4 cards. When you start your timer, you hit go, and you're just acting things out really fast. You're trying to grab the cards because those cards are going to start dropping one at a time. And so many times I've gone to just reach for that card, and that card just slips right through your fingers. You're like, shit! And you just sit there cursing for a second, but you're like, you got to keep going. You got to go to the next one and try to act it out real quick. Go to grab it. It drops down, and I just love how that timer adds that chaos factor to just really ramp up the tension on this game.
We haven't played this yet, right, Bob? Like, we've been talking about playing this.
I've had it in my bag a few times, and we haven't actually had a chance to play it at a convention yet. But
I have also picked up a copy because I want to get this played. Look, if it takes a convention for us to get this played, and be the rowdy wild table, then that's what it.
So be it.
I'm not going to apologize for it.
Right.
But yeah, man, great pick. I cannot wait to play this game. I love these kind of games, personally.
Yeah.
So,
Bob, you did it to me again. I think this is a game I'm going to get. I forgot
Nice.
that Gestures exists. My kids love charades,
Oh,
but
nice.
they're not great at it because it's like, especially the youngest.
Right.
This actually makes it to where they can do like things they can handle.
Yeah, and the cards have easy and hard sides. So
Yeah.
you have to kind of pick, and then you can put them in an order so you can stage, like do an easy one quick to kind of earn yourself a little bit of time buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
so
good.
Daniel just hit a couple of Goodwills, and I guarantee you,
You'll
within
find a
5
copy for
Goodwills,
cheap.
you'll find a copy for $1 or $2,
Yeah.
and you're all set.
Likely. I challenged you. I said my hands down was the oldest game, but I'm sure this one is pretty close.
This one might.
1990. So
Oh, that's fair. Because, there's
what's to say?
technology involved. There wasn't technology before the 90s.
right.
That's
90.
right. No,
Yeah, I don't have that
technology
copy.
before the
I had a copy of this one. We played this one in my family.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good
this
one.
reminds me of. I
Oh.
never played this one, but I played Catchphrase, which was
Oh,
I love.
kind of had the
Yeah.
same like feel, I suppose, but you didn't act it out. You just
Yeah, you're just giving
people
clues.
guess.
So I have a group of non-gamer friends, and we have a tradition now of like getting together at least once a year, and for like a weekend, and we play, like, everybody kind of brings a few games, and it's like the challenge for me is like try to bring some board gamery games that
Yeah,
are still, that they're going to be into. And but it doesn't, like, we have played Catchphrase for, it's 2016, so we've probably been playing Catchphrase together for about 20 years. And it's gotten to where one of the people in this group is a very crafty individual, and she made Catchphrase discs, like the paper discs
Oh, wow.
that go in the old one,
yeah,
that are all just inside jokes from
nice.
things that have happened,
Is this your
From-
pick? Did I miss it?
previous things. No, we're just talking about he just mentioned Catchphrase really fast. So I mean, like, that's the level we have gotten to with Catchphrase. And every year, it's like when we get together, it's like, ooh, did you write that down? That's a new catchphrase. You know what I mean? Like,
Nice.
that's a new thing for the disc, like the next disc.
That's
then-
too good.
And then once we get enough things that, like, she puts together a new disc. This is what happens when you have people like Dave and Di in your friend group. Like, because that's a total, I could see Dave and Di doing that kind of thing too. The Rossies, they are those kind of people. But yeah, you could do that with gestures. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of things you could do to implement
custom
that.
cards made. That'd be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or just make
you know,
your own real quick, right?
to up your Catchphrase game, not to make you guys play a different game, but Times Up is
Dude,
like Catchphrase, but just takes it to the next level.
I
And you don't have to be as
love-
crafty.
I love Times Up Total Recall.
Oh,
Like,
yes, fantastic.
yes. Bobby, do you remember playing that with Patrick and Julia and their
Oh yeah,
on their
up by the-
patio?
Oh yeah.
Amazing time.
Mhm.
Amazing time. Yeah, Daniel, great suggestion. Okay, shoot. It's my number 3. Okay, let's go like a slightly different way. This game is like super silly. I think it's really fun, but like the theme is like, what? And I'm gonna just talk about Bonanza. Like, it's beans set collecting, but they kind of do different things, and it's goofy card art. It's a classic game. But it's really fun. Like, and it's really interesting. Like, what I learned this actually from our friends with the Parakeet game, Parakeet Griffin games, right? And I had never played it. I've always been aware of it and everything, but I finally got to play it with them. And then I'm like, I need to have this game. This game's so silly. It's so fun. But like, you're a bean farmer? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. It makes me laugh. I think it's funny. And honestly, was one of the games that kept, as I was thinking about like what is stupid and silly, was one of the games that I just kept coming back to. I was like, I need to put this on my list because I keep thinking about it, and it's not a party game. There's legit strategies to this, they've added on to this game. There's a bunch of different versions of this game and iterations of this game. So like, strangely, like, has like a cult following and, and all that stuff. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and I can help confirm that that this is a silly fun game because we reviewed this for our show, and our old man Chris was really excited to play this game because it's an old game, and he's like, "Oh, it's an old UA game. I'm gonna love this." And then he hated it. He despised it because of how stupid it was. That's what he kept saying. So there you go. Like,
I
it's
mean,
loved and stupid.
It literally is all of that, except that it's fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I agree. It's negotiation. That's like because not negotiation, but you're like trading with people and stuff like that. So that can also add to it, especially if you're playing with somebody who really gets into that.
right. And I know Mike genuinely like does not like bidding and trading and negotiating games, but I think he should really give this a shot.
He's kidding. I love trading
I know,
games and
it's like my favorite thing.
negotiating. It's literally like one of my favorite things. But we played it with a great group that had also suggested that we role play. So we were literally acting like redneck bean farmers.
Yeah.
So I know I kept my accent for the entire game. So
Yeah, I definitely did like a little bit of a
hilarious.
foghorn leghorn. I said, look here, boy, I'm gonna trade you this bean. I'm gonna offer you. Yeah, it was an amazing group. It was a great time. Yeah, it was super good. And if you get the chance to play the sequel, which is after you eat all of these beans, you're gonna have an oopsie poopsie. I would say that you do that.
It's a great
That
number 2
boys-
game to play.
That boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. Exactly.
You guys were role playing this, though. I feel like you might have missed role played though, because this is an UA game made by a German publisher. Like, I think you guys need to be like German farmers.
Well, at the risk of being like really offensive, we stayed away from it.
You don't want to try your German farming accent? Come on.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that nothing inappropriate happened. No inappropriate comments were made whilst the playing of games, but certainly not on air.
Never. Well, if you did,
None of
I
it.
think you would be what my number 3 game is, and that is We're Doomed.
Hey, we're doomed. I played this.
Was that a good segue? I didn't jump.
I like it.
Good.
too fast.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Now, We're Doomed is. I'm going to go back to. This is my closest one to a party game. It can play up to 10 people. It's 15 minutes long, and I love teaching this game too because I love to tell everybody, hey, we're all world leaders. The world's about to end, and all we have to do is build a device together, and we can all flee to safety. And that's it. And I teach them how to play the game, and they're like, okay, well, what's the catch? I'm like, there's no catch. Oh, well, you flip over this deck of cards here, and then like things are going to happen. Like all of a sudden, it's like you can't get on the ship unless you kill somebody. Or it might say lizard people just emerged from the surface, and they're going to take one of the seats on the ships. And everyone's like, oh, crud. And then all of a sudden, you know, that last game you played, you beat somebody by 1 point, and they're secretly hoarding up a bunch of resources that could potentially nuke somebody. And you're looking at them and they're like, are they going to nuke me? Or are they going to put those resources into the device? I don't know.
Oh, they're gonna.
And then you're like, maybe I should nuke them before they nuke me because I know they're going to nuke me. And then you turn into a nuke warfare. And then in the end, nobody wins at all. This game is just like, it's wild. It's crazy. The card, funny thing about the setup of this game is it tells you never to like shuffle the deck of cards. But there's one card in there that has an event that happens that makes you shuffle it. So it's just, it like forces you to kind of go through the whole deck of cards. Fantastic game. One of my favorite, just silly, having fun at the end of the night games. I would play it with anybody. We're doomed.
Didn't we play this with Charlwood the same
We did.
weekend he taught us da da da?
We did.
I feel like he did, like, because I know I played this with him, and I'm pretty sure it was at the same convention.
In Warsaw.
Well, if they taught you da da da, that's a good thing they taught you this too, because it will fall flat if you don't know what you're getting into. I've had a lot of people who walk away going, what just happened? So now I make sure I preface it by this is a crazy game. You can literally win in like 2 minutes. Actually, last time I did play, someone was the Theocracy, and we flipped a card. Spoiler, in case you know that's something for you. We flipped a card, and it was the Rapture, and all Theocracies win right then and there.
Nice.
Because
love
they got
it.
off the planet. So, and she's like, so what happens? I was like, well, you won, but we all get to keep playing. And she's like, oh, so like you really have to like be
Wow.
prepared for it to be stupid. But like that giant sand timer, it's an
Is that-
actual 15-minute sand
Oh,
timer. So you
right.
flip it and it just says 15 minutes. And if you can't handle silly, goofy randomness for 15 minutes, then well, just go find a new hobby. No,
Is
not
it
really.
considered player elimination if you get raptured?
I know it's player elimination, but you win. It's like I don't know.
Right.
It's a bizarre thing.
Right. Like, oh, that person goes over to another table to play a game. And it's like, oh, did you lose already? And we're like, well, no, technically I've won,
I won.
Right.
but I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah,
Love it.
but you can do that in a 15-minute game. You just can't do that with if it's too long.
Yeah. Because then the beagle gets way too far ahead, and you're just never going to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Adding some Interstellar soundtrack to
There you
that
go.
game. You're right. It definitely needs a background, a soundtrack. I'm doing that next time. Thank you.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah, anytime you got a real time element, just always
Oh,
makes it a little more goofy.
Yeah.
All right. I got one here. I am not typically like into a whole lot of storytelling elements in games. However, I've had a lot of stupid fun playing Adventure Party, the
Nice.
role-playing party
Mm.
game from Smirk and Dagger. You're basically going to grab a role, and this is going to be your standard role from, your typical role-playing fantasy games, whether you're a rogue or you're a barbarian, and then you're simply going to roll a d20 behind your screen, and your goal is to describe what you rolled without telling everybody what the number is. So you're actually going to tell a story. You're trying to defeat, let's say, the red dragon in this circumstance. Everybody's going to go around the table and describe their attack or what happened when they went into the dungeon that the dragon was located without telling everybody the number. And everybody's going to go around the table doing this until finally the last player delivers the killing blow, or maybe whiffs completely if they rolled
Maybe.
a 1. And so you get these ridiculous stories, and you're trying to also figure out what people's number is. It is a really fun mix of storytelling and creativity, and also a little hint of deduction as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Adventure
I have this on
Party
my
is a
honorable
blast.
mentions. This was a lot of fun because I've played a lot of D&D and I've DM'd, my fair share. So being able to interpret, like, what does a 14 look like? So you're going to say what you want to do, and if you roll behind that screen and you're just going to describe what actually happens, and you're trying to get everybody to be able to guess what number you rolled based on you
Right.
describing how you're actually succeeded or failed.
Oh, this game's so good. I love this game.
It was a bunch
So
of fun.
much.
Good pick, Mike. Yeah, it was on my list. So I didn't number. It was on my short list though.
You guys are
thought
great
there was a-
influencers. That's another one I'm adding on my wish list.
Nice.
It's really fun. Again, if you got the group that's creative or
Mhm.
likes to tell any kind of story at all, you can really have some fun with
Yep.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Had some
I
good
like
times
being
with it.
creative, and I guess maybe I've just in the past I never got exposed to Dungeons and Dragons, so I didn't gravitate towards these kind of games. But this was like a really kind of fun introduction to this sort of thing for me.
Mhm.
I think for
Right.
Bob and I, it was almost this kind of game was made for us. You know what I mean? Almost a no-brainer.
Mhm.
Yep. But
And it's the fun thing about a lot of those Smirk and Dagger games too. It's like they're so light on the rules. They're just like, hey, this game is made to have fun. So don't worry about trying to follow the rules to a T. Just play it and have fun.
throw it on the table and
Yep.
just get going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like-
Exactly.
It sounds like it's like wavelength, where it's like a number and you got to try to get them to guess what
Mhm.
the number is,
Yep.
or IDO, but you could do it via role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, that's
Yeah,
super cool.
That's pretty much it. Exactly.
Yeah,
'Cause you're going to
sure.
say what you want to do, roll behind a screen, and then depending on what you roll, you will describe what actually happens based on your rate of success.
Love it.
Yeah. It's great.
Mhm.
Yep.
Really good fun.
All right, Mr.
All right,
Mike.
moving on to number 2.
Well, my number 2 was Pigs on Trampolines. So I will substitute in one of my honorable mentions, Speaking of real-time fun, Lightspeed Arena is
Oh,
a great real-time game where your tablet, your electronic device is basically counting down seconds for you. You're deploying out all these different ships. Once you're done deploying all these ships out simultaneously, you're going to take a picture of the battlefield, and then your device is going to basically simulate a battle for you. They're all going to fire off in initiative order. You're blowing up each other's ships. Sometimes you're blowing up your own ships. There's asteroids that have different effects to them and whatnot. You get extra points if your base survives. But this game is just a bunch of fun. It literally plays in like 6 or 7 minutes. And you're throwing all these ships out all over the place. You take your picture, and I like to put mine. I have like a TV by my table, so I'll like cast it to the TV so everybody can kind of see what's going on. Super easy. And yeah, it's a bunch of fun.
oh, this game's amazing.
Yeah,
It
once
just
again,
does-
you guys did your influencer
Nice.
mojo technique on me. I picked up my copy finally because it's back in print.
Uh-huh.
Also, our FBC Gamer GameCon is coming up in April where we give away over 300 games, but this is going to be one of the games that we give away as well. So
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
yes, and I'll make sure everybody knows that I heard about it from
Board Game Rundown sent you. Yeah.
That is worth
Send
the
it right
price
now.
of admission. You need to get into that show, play games
Mhm.
with them, just to try to win a copy of this.
There you
It's
go.
worth it.
Yep. Totally
It's
worth
free. It's definitely worth the cost of admission.
it. Yeah, that's right.
Oopsie Poopsie
Nice.
will be there.
Oopsie poopsie will be
And
there.
Oopsie Poopsie will be there.
Mhm.
So here's the thing. What if Oopsie Poopsie is like a national phenomenon? Should we have the designer of Oopsie Poopsie on the show sometime and like talk about
Yeah.
Oopsies and Poopsies?
Maybe not as the first guest, but as the second guest.
You don't
I'm
want
sure
to
he will. I'm sure he'd love to. I'm gonna speak for him.
Well, we'll put that out there. And yeah, Wayne, I did hear about Lou Holtz. It's sad. Man had an amazing life, left behind an amazing legacy. Nothing to be ashamed of there. I mean,
Yep. I mean,
we all get older, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Comes for
unfortunately,
everybody. It sucks, but
like I was kind of emotionally prepared for this to happen because I knew it was going to happen soon.
And he was 89. He had a good run.
He did. It's hard to be like, oh, Lou Holtz gone too soon when he was 89. But yeah, though I appreciate the comment though, because I know he knows I'm a diehard Notre Dame fan. And Lou Holtz was whatever way you felt about him, was an amazing storyteller, an amazing motivator of people, and genuinely cared about every one of those players on that team that came through that university for him. Like I will never doubt that ever. So I always will appreciate, respect that. But now to get back on track, here's time for Tim's hipster pick, because technically I don't think you can get this game yet, but I do think you'll be able to get this game soon. And I can't talk about stupid fun games without talking about my love of Fairy Tale Campaign Trail. We talked about Parakeet Griffin folks a little bit earlier, playing Bonanza with them and everything. Honestly, Fairy Tale Campaign Trail could have been my number one, but since it's technically not out yet, I didn't want to be that big of a hipster douchebag this time. But this game is so much fun, right? Like everybody is running for the mayor of a fictional fantasy town, city. And so you draw a card, and that's the problem. That's the problem you're campaigning against, and what's your resolution going to be? And then you draw like a limitation card or a thing that basically tells you how you have to present your case. And it is at the end of the day, right? You want to boil it very down, base game. It is a game with a judge mechanic. But this game is so wacky and fun and really opens itself up to a lot of really fun scenarios and like the way that you can do it. It's like any game like this, it's also group dependent, but holy shit, with the right group, you are setting yourself up for just so much laughter, so many inside jokes, so many jokes go, like in the future or in, other games that you play. I don't know. And I'm also biased towards this game because I got to meet some really incredible people because of this game and become friends with them. And, but holy crap, this game's a ton of fun to play. I really enjoy it. And, I won't apologize for that. But it's stupid fun. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's stupid fun.
Yeah. One of the things that sets this apart for me, because I get real tired of like Cards Against Humanity or things like that, where basically you're just like putting the card down and you're just hoping that you're just totally pandering to the judge, but you don't get to defend your pick, right? They're just kind of picking the card, because of like the card. But this one, like you get to, you can be like a character. You've got these like, issues and problems that are going on, and you are attempting to, put other people's ideas down. And it's a lot more fun because I feel like, you're more involved with each round instead of just randomly, kind of just picking a card. So, yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, it sounds really
but
cool.
It's sort of like
the fear of these games, though, is that people just, you have to have that right group because some people just aren't creative. And
right,
it sounds like one that someone can really just pee on the fire real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I will say though that like, there was at least a couple of sessions where I sat in, like I like they were at Gen Con or Origins, I forget which, and I really was just able, like, had a minute to kind of run around and make some rounds, and I knew they were demoing, like at a table. Just run over and say hi, kind of thing. So I run over to kind of say hi. They're in the middle of demoing a game, and they're like, oh, hey, do you want to sit in for a round or two? I'm like, okay. And I'm seeing them play the game with some like quieter, or maybe a little shy or a little more reserved people. And I'd like to think that by the time I had left that table, like those people were laughing and they were engaging like on a different level because I zoned in on them, right? Like I went right after them in like a good way, right? But I'm like,
Sure.
But that's totally group dependent.
Yeah.
You're not going to have people that are going to do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But man, like I watch these, like for me, it's with board games, right? When you get to watch somebody like just enjoy a board game the way you enjoy a game, there's just something wonderful about that. And so like getting to do that and see these people like really open up and kind of fall in love with the game the way that I did was worth it. 100%.
That's cool. Good thing you came along. Yeah, this game, I can't imagine demoing it because I'm sure some people would be like, sure, I'll demo it. And then it would probably be the next most awkward 15 minutes.
Right. You get some like real quiet kind of wet blankets. And they're like, oh, Tim, do you want to play for a minute? And I'm like, oh yeah, like, let's go. And like immediately just go bananas with it.
Yes.
And then they see like, oh, that's okay to do.
Yeah.
And then they immediately start to like loosen up a little bit,
Nice.
because there's no way that they're going to look as dumb as I just did, like, so like, like don't worry. I'm going to jump on that grenade. Everything else will be just fine, so.
I even had the thought recently where we should break out the prototype and like play around sometime soon after the show. We did that several times. It is hilarious.
Yep, I've got it.
That sounds like a good live show, even maybe.
We used to do it on the live show back before we had guests all the time. So this is really Daniel's fault that we're not playing it.
Yeah, sorry guys, my bad. All right. Well, I diverged from real games for a moment for hands down and Word Doom. I'm going to go back to a real game. And this is, to me, the game that epitomizes this genre when it comes to like actual, like, again, real games. This game, when you break it down, it's not that good, but it's so fun that it's often on my like top 10, top 20 games of all time. And that is Mechs versus Minions.
I love this
Nice.
game.
Yes.
Love this game.
It's a fantastic game, but not really for its mechanics or anything. Don't get me wrong. It works well. The game is it's beautiful for one, but it's really well thought out. But all you're doing is drafting a card, putting it on the line, and then you just have to do whatever the program tells you
And
to
pray
do.
that it works.
Yeah, and half the time it doesn't. You always have at least one person who just goes in circles the entire game and is like, guys, I'm trying to help, but I don't know how to. And like when you really, if you just like look at this game in an analytical way, critical thinking way, you're like, there's not a lot going on here. But the sheer chaos and the fun of it just overwhelms anything that's like the illusion that there's a choice in this game at all. And it's just so much fun. And you have the waves of minions coming out. So this is very much like my kid really likes to play a video game called Hyrule Warriors. And
Sure.
it's very much that where you just get to just destroy things. Like you're just killing like 10 things at a time on your turn. And you're like, yes, I feel so powerful. But all you did was just place a card in a row and your minion just like went crazy.
And it
Every time you
works.
take damage, you like randomly go left or right, or you turn around, and just the silliness that comes from this game is just the epitome of a game that took itself serious, but a game who wanted you to laugh as well. And this I don't think it does it much better than this. Though I do have a number one because it's newer, but it could be either one. So
Yeah, this game's great.
oh, I forgot to say, this wasn't my number two. My number two was Oopsie Poopsie.
Hey,
I was gonna lead into that, but I totally forgot. Oh well.
you were doing so well, and then you blew it. Honestly though, legit Oopsie Poopsie designer, reach out to us. Let's talk. All right, Mike.
All right. Well, I had to throw like one party game on here that is intended to be stupid fun, and it just excels at its purpose. I can't do this list without Telestrations making it.
Oh,
it
brothers,
just-
absolutely.
This is just the king. This is elite tier stupid fun with nothing else intended other than
S-tier stupid fun.
having fun. S tier stupid fun.
Capital
It-
S for stupid.
It's a party
Yeah.
game. This is what it's designed for. It excels at what it does, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm not going to be too cute and not put it on my list. It's got to be on here.
I have it written down.
Same.
It is amazing.
I have it written down in case somebody stole any other of my picks.
Yep.
Yeah, is it a game?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's a
You
game.
played the game of telephone, right? Well, this is telephone with pen and paper.
And if you're
Yeah,
playing
it
the
is
After
an
Dark
event.
version,
That's- I mean,
it's
that's
a
fair.
saucy version of telephone.
Yeah. No, I shake my head when someone says, "Is it a game?" And I'm not trying to be snooty, but I'm literally when I play Telestrations, like we're not keeping score. Like there's no actual
there's no
game
score.
happening. It's just you pass the pad around and draw
You're-
pictures, and we laugh and have fun. I don't know if you call that a game or not, but
I call that a game because you are engaged in an activity like that is frivolous.
yeah, but there's not even a winner. And again, I'm not poo-pooing your pick, Mike. I actually love Telestration. I'm just saying there's no winner, there's no competition, there's like the game can't beat you. It just is.
Yeah. I don't even want to know the actual rules to Telestrations. Because when we play Telestrations, it's literally like draw a card, pick whatever the hell you want, and you're gonna draw it, we're gonna pass it, then you're gonna draw it, then we're gonna pass it, you're gonna draw it, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I don't want to look at the rule book. I don't
Right.
like I want to play it the way we played it for 20 years and leave it at that.
Exactly. And the only reason I haven't rolled the dice on this game is because when I largely play it with my family. There's some people who will want to draw the like easiest pitcher. And I'm like,
Mhm.
that's no fun. So I roll the dice so that they get a hard one. And then I lie about which one I'm drawing. And I draw the
Mhm.
hardest one.
Mhm. That's the gamer in you.
Yes.
What's funny is you should play this game with somebody whose English isn't their first language, or they're not great at spelling, and it just takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I will put the caveat, if anybody's listening to this and decides that they want to play with like young people, there is one thing that young people do in this game that kind of ruins it, and it gets me so frustrated because my oldest son does it the most, and they'll write out what they're seeing instead of guessing the word. I'm like, no, don't write what you're seeing. It ruins the entire thing. It's like you have to guess a single word that this picture is.
I mean, it kind of goes against the spirit of
Yeah.
what they're trying to accomplish. Not to, tell your son he's doing it wrong, but
No, I tell them all the time. I'm like, stop doing
Okay,
that.
fair.
You're ruining everyone's fun.
Why are you ruining my game?
It's not a game.
great pick.
Grounded. Go to your room.
Great pick.
Great pick. Pablo Wing there says Monstrosity is a good alternative. Have you guys played
Oh,
Monstrosity?
Monstrosity. No, I have not played that one yet.
That one's pretty good too. You're describing a monster from memory, and everyone's drawing it, and then you got to predict which one was the accurate picture, even though no one really knows. It's a really
Nice.
clever one too.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Nice.
Nice under the breath comment, Mike.
Yeah. All right. On to our number ones.
Well, speaking of games, I couldn't do this list without this game on there. It's way more fun. We always say way more fun than it has any right being. I got to talk about Ahoy
Mm-hmm.
Kitten.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those games where I've scored 0 points multiple times, and I just don't care. I'm having so much fun going 1, 2, 3 point that it's, yeah. I mean, like I said, we've talked about this game over and over and over again. It was the first one I wrote down. More stupid fun than you could put in a box that size. I don't know how they do it.
I wrote this game down knowing that it was going to be on a different list. So
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. It's
Yep.
it epitomizes stupid fun though.
it does.
Yep.
It looked
does.
like Mike already had this pulled up, so it sounds like
Well, he knew as soon as I said it's more fun than it has any right being, because that's from the get go. That's what we said, because we just crack up laughing playing this game all the time, and for such a dumb little game, it's just so much more fun than it has any right being, and it's great. And I say dumb little game with all the love I can say, because like I said,
Yeah. seriously.
I've gotten so many copies of this game, given it away, played it, it's great. So
I'm still waiting for the time that I play this game and only play it one time,
Yeah.
like in a sitting.
yeah. I don't think I've ever played it just once.
I legitimately, I do not think that has happened for me.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Can't be
great
done.
pick. Great pick.
Now I'm curious.
Well, I have to go with my obvious number
I knew
one.
you would.
But I'm gonna tell you, look, if you're a serious gamer and you want to I want to sit down and I want to focus on a game, do not sit near me while I'm running a game of tumbling dice, because we're gonna be loud, we're gonna talk trash, we're gonna get crazy with it. This game is so inane, it is so brilliant, and it is so simple that I mean, they did not reinvent the wheel. This is the wheel. You know what I mean? It's so basic, with what it does, but it does it so well. And we had the benefit of coming into this in a really good situation, right? Like this turned into a convention game for us. And then because I bought a board that then had a misprint, I was able to then start this goofy tradition of like having people sign my board that win the game when we play
Nice.
it. And obviously that adds like an extra layer, but I love playing it with people and you're like, oh, they really want to sign the board. Like they only want to win so they can sign this board. Like it adds like an extra level, right, of competition. But I've just had such a fantastic experience with this game. I Tumbling Dice. I had no idea. I just love this game. It's so goofy. And yeah, everybody loves it. We have a great time playing. And if you had a bad time playing this, you're just taking yourself too seriously. Like, just calm down. Calm down.
This is one I haven't played yet.
Oh, wow.
So I have this now with me every time I go anywhere for shows or anything like that because
Are you guys reading this comment?
what do you say?
Pablo went to a Ren fair in Cali and they had a giant medieval tumbling dice.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Nice.
That's how good Tumbling Dice is.
He just blew my mind.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know that the joke was worth that. But I will get into some of my honorable mentions because I have a bunch, but nothing. Once this topic came up, Tumbling Dice was my number one, and then it was like working backwards.
Nice.
Because I would be doing a disservice to myself if I didn't have Tumbling Dice as my number one.
I agree. I would respect you less.
And you should, for many reasons, but for that one specifically.
All right. So my number one is the newest one on the list for me. It came out in 2025 and it was my number 2 game of the year. But
Ooh.
this game makes you just laugh and in a stressful way, which is the fun when you're playing board games. It's that board game fun stress. And that is Moon Colony Bloodbath.
I want to play this.
Yeah. Again, this is a game that you can't take too serious because what's wonderful about this game is that you take about 2 turns building an engine where you're like, this is great. My engine is working so quickly. It's only been 2 rounds. I feel like I'm the best player there ever is in this game. And then a card flips that's like, oh, you lose 5 population. And you're like, I can handle that. And then another card flips that's like, you lose 10 population. And you're like, well, I only had 30. This is what just happened. And then like before you know it, your buildings are collapsing. That engine that you built is being ripped up from underneath your feet. And you are just constantly striving to get cards out onto the table so that you have more buildings that bring more population in so that they can be sacrificed to the rabid robots that are malfunctioning. And then the random stories that come out from this too, because it's like, you could build a building. Like I had a building that was the organ donor building or whatever. And you could put a supply on it. And anytime there was an accident, you could take the supply off instead of losing population. So we were thematically like, there was a leak in this organ donor building and we don't know how to fix it because they could just keep sucking out all the organs. And then other people are dying. It's like, well, I know where I'm getting the organs from. There's just like, so much in this game that the story comes out. It's so much fun. I don't think I've ever won this game because it's just ridiculous. Everything you build, every engine you build is immediately ripped out from underneath you. But it's also just super clever too, because you guys haven't played it. What's unique about this game is that everyone's playing from the same shared deck, and you just flip over the card and you do what the card says. So it's either do some actions like work is what it is, where you get to do one of those 5 actions that you're seeing here on the screen. And then you flip another card and it's like, everybody gets a food and you're like, yay. And then you flip another card and it's like a robot just killed 5 people and you have to discard a card and you're like, but like you're all in it together. So it's a fantastic game. I love it.
Nice. I mean, I was interested just from the title.
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, for sure. But yeah, definitely don't take yourself too serious. Get into that game. That's what I warn everybody. Like it literally sets you up to make it feel like you're Superman, and then it just starts to beat you down with kryptonite, because you're just like, I can't survive this. And it's literally the first person who dies ends the game, and then whoever has the most population ends up winning. And I don't know, maybe this will be a spoiler. Here's a little spoiler. So there's an event deck. There's 13 events, and they come out in order. If you get to the last card, the game's actually over. We played recently where the game actually, like the deck was like that thick, which was insane how this was happening. It shouldn't have happened. And we actually got to the last card. And the reason it ends is because the last card literally just reads what is it called? It's the rule booklet, how to survive. So like that's even the thing too. You're like, I'm on this moon society, I'm trying to make everything work, nothing's working. At the last card, you're like, oh, found the instructions, we're safe now. And then that's how the game ends.
That's hilarious.
It's a great game.
I love cheeky
looks fun.
humor.
Yeah.
Very cheeky.
I've heard a few people talk this one up lately.
Yeah, it's Donald Zaccarino. So he's the guy that did Dominion, and he hasn't done a lot between now and Dominion. He's done stuff, but it's nothing super popular. This has to be one of his best games that he's made since Dominion, and probably made people look at him again because it was really clever. Well,
you are the Dominion defender here, right?
That's right. Dominion, greatest game ever made.
Calm down.
I'm just glad Bob said it so I didn't have to. Oh, shoot. All right. Mike.
All right. My number one. I've just quietly, not so quietly, become obsessed with this game. Because you just didn't think you could really have any more fun with the rolling move than when you played Magical.
Yeah,
Dude.
I love this game so much. I mean, you literally just roll a d6 and you move your racer, but all of the racers have ridiculous abilities, and drafting them before the race and picking which race to use them, and then seeing a banana trip you every time you pass it, or somebody not allowing you to finish the race unless you land exactly on the finished space, and the big baby who won't share its space, so if you land on it, you got to move back a spot. There's just so many hilarious, ridiculous abilities. And I just love seeing them all come out in different ways. Every time I play, I just have a blast with this game. It had to be my number one.
Nice.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it was going to be on my list. I kind of thought somebody else was going to have it on their list, and I was kind of getting worried. I almost thought about switching it out with my number one. So I'm so glad you brought it up.
Yes.
This game has no reason to be good. It has no reason to be exciting. But man, every game I've played of this, we just leave the table laughing. Even this weekend, we played it at a cabin con we went to, and I made everybody play it at 1 a.m. Most people weren't too thrilled about playing it, but at the end, we all laughed. And most of them were like, nah, I don't need to play it again. But you know what? We all laughed the entire time that we played.
Don't act like you didn't have a good time.
I bet if it was
Exactly.
like 10 p.m. and not 1 a.m., they might have played it again.
This group of guys stood up till 6 a.m. that day. So
Holy smokes.
unfortunately, not a valid argument.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, that last game though, the funniest thing happened, because it's now happened to me twice in different ways. The mouth is a character where if you land on somebody, he eats them. Well, my son played it, and as kids do, they're like, my goal is to eat my dad. And sure enough, the first roll of the game, he lands on me, he eats me. He then goes and proceeds to eat everyone else in the race, and he wins because he is the last man standing. And I'm like, no way. Then when we played this weekend, some guy played the mouth. We were all, and I've never even seen every single person stop on a single space before, but we all landed on number 5. And he rolled a 5 and ate everybody.
No. They played wrong because he can only eat characters that are alone.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
Worth it.
it's funny because when the first time I played, we had the mouth, and the mouth, every time the mouth landed on a space, they were with another character, and you're like, no. And then similar to your son, when we played it at PoppyCon, and my kid played with West and some other people, and the mouth ate like 3 characters. And he was so excited because he just kept eating people.
So, Mike, what is your favorite character? Do you have one?
Oh, okay. So I do really like Legs, who can forego his turn and just go 5. I mean, that's amazing. But as far as just like actually fun abilities, what about the guy that gets to predict what he rolls, and if he's right, he gets to go again? That one's really fun. What's the one? Oh, the lovable loser, the snail. Who every time he's in last, he gets a victory point. So like it just encourages you to lose, and you can actually get a lot of victory points with him, more than what the winner would get if you happen to stay in last for most of the race.
I do love when people play lovable loser though, because then they get mad that they didn't, like when they roll high.
Yeah.
They're like, "Man, I'm in first. Dang it!"
A sick son of a.
And you're like, "You still get points if you come in first. Don't worry about it." And they're like, "No, I need to be last."
Somebody remind me how the Sisyphus works.
If you roll a 6,
you go back to the beginning.
You go back to the beginning, and you lose a victory point, but you start with like so
with a
many
stack
victory
of
points.
victory points.
Yeah, you start with some extra ones. Yep.
That was
Diane
ridiculous.
Rossi, she stole mine. That was Suckerfish. That's my favorite character. Grab it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the big red herring, the character that will never win, is the blimp. It's +3 movement until you get to the 15th spot, and then it's -1. I've never won with that stupid blimp. And there was even a time I played where there was one that like everyone got a -1 as well. So I had to roll a 3 just to move with the blimp. I got to number 15 and I never moved again. It's like, I hate this character.
It'll mess you up, man.
I feel like, Pablo, I feel like it's pretty good about explaining the edge case scenarios with each character. I can't think of one that like totally broke the game for us at all.
No, and we've played it now a few times, and with multiple characters and different level, like probably on the more complex side, right? Adding those extra variants, those more complex variants, and I don't know. I feel like we've seen a lot of it.
If you get into an infinite loop, you're supposed to just do it once. I think that's the only like weird thing that can happen. Big Baby is usually the reason for that. It's the scooter and the Big Baby, because the scooter moves 1 anytime someone's power goes off. So the scooter scoots into the Big Baby, power goes off to knock him back, and he just scoots all over the place.
Right.
Yeah, scooter or the copycat, right? Or whichever one that is, where it's like, you activate it, I'll activate. Oh, you activate it, I'll activate. And you keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
And eventually they would just win. But no, you just do it the one time and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that helps with some of the brokenness.
The duelist can be really fun. That's one that can trigger over and over. If you land on a space with someone else, you have a roll off, see who rolls the highest, and then they get to move, and that could trigger you into another duel. That one's pretty ridiculous.
The skipper can be fun, but those wooden dice suck.
No, they're great dice. You're just a hater.
Yeah,
I love wooden dice.
Yeah.
I do too.
I mean, they don't bother me, but whatever. All right. Well, let's run through our top 5s real quick. Let's recap them, and then let's do our honorable mentions.
Tim, we're gonna run them down.
Oh yeah, run them down.
Yeah. All right. My number 5, Project Elite. Number 4, Da Da Da. Number 3, Gestures. Number 2, Lightspeed Arena. And number 1, Ahoy Kitten.
Right on. My number 5 is Ubibo, or however you say it. My number 4 is Dungeon Fighter. My number 3 is Bonanza. Dun, 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 Bonanza. Anyways, my number 2 is Fairy Tale Campaign Trail, and my number 1 with a Canadian assassin bullet is Tumbling Dice.
My number 5 was QE.
Yes.
Number 4 was Hands Down. Number 3, We're Doomed. Number 2, Mechs vs. Minions. And number 1, Moon Colony Bloodbath.
Love it.
Number 5, Pigs on Trampolines. Number 4, Tiro. Number 3, Adventure Party. Number 2, Telestrations. And number 1, Magical Athlete.
You guys have honorable mentions you want to hit up?
Yeah, I got one. You guys hit most of them. Only one that didn't get hit was Emerald Skulls. We had a great time with that one and the bidding and trying to bid. It's like somebody would roll really bad and it was like almost a race trying to see who could get the bid against them out fast
That's
enough.
true.
Yeah,
And that was hilarious.
that was a good
Need
time. So
Play that one again at a lower player count for sure.
We do. But it still was really good.
It was.
I've got a few. I've got like Hamster Roll, which is, I think, a really fun game where you're putting those pieces on that wheel and it's moving and you're trying to get all of your pieces. You're trying to get rid of all your pieces, right? Super fun. I think Sausage Sizzle falls into this category. For me, it's stupid fun, but it's that dice, that dice rolling push your luck that I love. I love Cash and Guns. I think it's also stupid fun, good time. Fast Sloths, I think is really a good time. Where you are a sloth trying to see all the things in the park or whatever, but you're a sloth, so you're gonna make all the other animals carry you around, to do it. I think that's hilarious. And then the last one I will bring up would have been what my OG Tumbling Dice would have been, and that's Happy Salmon.
Yeah.
Stupid fun game, but good golly, do I love me a round or two of Happy Salmon. It takes seconds to play, and I love playing it. I don't care. It's a fantastic time.
For sure. Yeah, I had a trick-taking game on my short list called Stick'em. You pick which color suit is negative for you, and you just play a normal trick-taking game trying to avoid those colors. So the person always has the ability to stick it to you, and there's always the no, and those moments. Challengers is another one. It's a little tournament game. You just build your deck and flip your cards and hope for the best. Like, you do have control about how you're going to build your deck, but there's some really good stand-up moments on there too. Like when you make someone discard the top card of their deck and it happens to be the best card in their entire deck, and you're like, yes. Those are great moments. And then the other one I would like to talk about is Gravwell. This is a racing game where you're using gravity to bounce off of your other players, and then you play in a random order based on playing A through Z or whatever. So A goes first, Z goes through last, and the game can, like, depending on if somebody passes you, you thought you were going to go forward, but you're actually now going backwards, and the craziness ensues in that game too. But it's a really kind of an interesting thinker too, but also trying to figure out what other people are doing. I always have a great time with that one.
I love games with chaos.
Yes, very much so.
A few honorables for me. How about 1%, a game of strategic chance, or even better, Evil Dead 2, 1%, a groovy game of strategic chance where you're trying to build a tableau of dice results that will instantly win you the game. At the start of the game, you roll two D20s that have a 0, and if both sides are on 0, you can instantly win the game. And so honestly, what you're doing though is you're trying to gather up a tableau of other dice that will allow you to win other than zeros. So maybe you got a 1 and a 0 and a 3 and a 1 and a 0, and at the end of your turn you roll, and if you get a 3, a 1 and a 0 on your 2 dice, you win. But there's a 1% chance you could roll a 00 and win, hence why it's called that. It is ridiculous, and we literally have on camera me winning with my first roll, and a 1% chance. So hilarious and lots of fun.
I almost said pictures or it didn't happen, but I guess technically we
on
have
video.
pictures.
I'll take a screenshot for you.
Damn
How
it.
about Kabanga? A basic card
Oh,
shedding
great one.
game. But if you got to match colors, and let's say there's a 14 on the right side of the table, you drop a 17 of blue on the left side of the table. Well, a 15 and a 16 can be played in that gap. So whatever gap you leave, somebody can go Kabanga and drop more cards on the table, and you have to pick up a card for every one that you got Kabanga'd on. So kind of hilarious card shedding. How about old school Cranium? Like,
I used to love me some Cranium back
I
in the
played
day.
so much Cranium back in the day. Played a ton of Taboo back in the day as well. Even
Taboo's
bought
good.
a copy from Goodwill like 10 years ago, even though it's got like old references people wouldn't recognize. Like, I think Palm Pilot is a word in that
Oh,
game.
right.
I'd include Ready Set Bet as stupid fun. I love that game. And Tim, I'm really surprised you didn't put Take 5 on this list because of how
Yeah.
chaotic it is.
You know, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I
was
gosh.
really expecting you to have Take 5 on this list.
I mean, it fits the bill, right? For everything that I've talked about, like, you know, and what I love. So yeah, I think I got to a point where I was like, I'm writing down these games as they're occurring to me, and you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm probably good.
Yeah.
You know.
And then last one, you guys like this one more than me. It's another one I thought you guys would mention. Thunder Road Vendetta. I
Oh
mean, you're just
shoot.
smashing into people, and like,
Yeah.
hopefully you're alive at the end. You know, like,
Nothing stupid about Thunder Road. Oh, okay, maybe a lot stupid, but yeah, that's also
oh,
fair.
yeah. I
That's
mean, half the
also
fun
fair.
is just ramming into people and seeing what happens. So
Yeah, no, this was you know, Daniel, you always bring it. You always bring those good lists, man. One day we will have you on to do the comic book characters, though. That's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Just name it.
That's gonna happen. But hey, real quick, I know we should have, I guess we did a little bit at the top of the show, but let's do it again as we're winding to a close. Daniel, give everybody the information on where they can find you and what you do.
Yeah, so you can find me on Around the Board Show. It's a YouTube channel where four board game enthusiasts discuss board games and board game topics. We kind of set up like we are around the horn from ESPN, so we debate topics. We're not traditional. We don't like to do traditional reviews. Instead, everything is just based around that argument and stuff like that. Also, I run a Facebook group here locally, which integrates into Around the Board called FBC Gamers, where currently right now, and Mike is participating, we do the March Madness of board gamings. As you can see here, these are the winners from all the previous years. They can't ever re-enter, so they're permanently retired. But this year we have some good bangers there, and that leads into what we do in April, which is FBC Game Con, where we give over 300 games away, and they're quality games. They're some of the best games, like Lightspeed Arena. Like, you can win that one. You can win Kinfire Chronicles. We have a sponsor from All Play because they're a local company, so they've given us their new game High Rise. And the networks and just so many others. Those are just the ones I wanted to show off, but we have 300 high quality games. We'll be giving away Sanctuary and Finspan and just Fountains, 12 River. Actually, I think no, 12 Rivers I went to buy and it sold out immediately, and I was like, dang it. So anyways, it's a great time. Free convention here in Gardner, Kansas, and right outside of Kansas City. And yeah, just if you're in the area or want to be in the area, April 10th and 11th, come by and say hi. But other than that, follow our show at Around the Board Show. That's what I'm really trying to push and want to grow. And we feel like we're doing something kind of unique. So stop by and check it out.
I will say it is worth your time. Also, Daniel, you're always an A+ guest, brother. Like, really glad you were able to make it and do this with us. So, a great time. Also, check out the game that Around the Board is afraid to cover, and I'm talking about Oopsie Poopsie.
That's right.
I'm not lying. I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna get me a copy of Oopsie Poopsie, and we're gonna talk about it. And if your local, I don't want to speak and presume that they're your friend, but let's just say that associate of yours, they want to come on and like, hang out with us. They want this vibe. They like this vibe. Like, let's do it. Let's do something fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'll call him a friend. I don't know him very well. He lives, I think, in Wichita, which is like a 3-hour drive from us.
You know
but he
him
comes up for our
so well.
conventions.
You guys are so close.
I know.
You know what town he resides.
I know. Well, he gets all of our conventions and stuff. So, I've talked to him a couple of times, but he largely found us through Around the Board, I believe. And he's just been a viewer, and we realized we lived close, and we've talked from time to time. But
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I'll claim him.
That's cool. But no, man, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's just building those relationships, having a great time. And, these games, honestly, for me, sort of exemplify that. These are almost those icebreaker games. Well, I got a group, and everybody's still kind of a little stiff and,
Loose
a little reserved. Let's cut loose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And that's half of the fun of board games. If you don't have those type of board games, then why are you in this hobby other than to be really thinky and sit there and be quiet over a table? But you can only do that for so long. You finally got to talk to the person in front of you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But no, like, all jokes aside though, right? Like, I love the idea of like a Oopsie Poopsie. It sounds super fun. So, and I don't get to say that a lot, like just in my normal everyday vernacular. So including that.
It is now though.
It is
We have
now.
work tomorrow. Oops.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really weird at my work because I work with a lot of guys that like deal with like construction stuff. And I'm like, oopsie poopsie. And they're gonna have a lot of questions. They have a lot of questions.
Love it.
And what's even better is I'm the boss, so it'll be like an really awkward like, did he just like go off the rocker today? Like, what happened?
They'll be forced to laugh because they're
That's right. You must laugh because I am the boss. All right. Well, you boys got anything else you want to add? Anything we need to? Did we forget anything?
I don't think so.
No.
I will throw out there. Obviously we do have Patreon. If you'd like to support the show, jump on there. Took a sip each time. Oh no.
It's a
no.
drinking game now.
Pablo is
Oh,
trash.
no.
It's viral.
It's on the new bingo card, right, Mike?
Yes, it is.
I feel like that meme right now from one of the Planet of the Apes movies where it's like, oh no. Oh no. We said it a lot. But no, we do have a Patreon. If you'd like to support the show financially, please get on there and do that. But even if you can't or don't want to, just being here, dropping us a comment means the world to us. And it's so important. We appreciate all the engagement. Of course, please go check out Around the Board, and not just the episode that yours truly is on, but go and watch other ones because they've got good ones despite that. Great group of people over there. So, thank you everyone. And, for the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Mike.
Daniel.
There
we go. We did.
I didn't know which way we were going.
Who knows?
No, Mike dropped the ball.
Mike dropped the ball. Hey guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
I was working on a Oopsie Poopsie box cover art. I'll have to show you.
Check the Discord for that.
Accurate. Bye.
Do you like to party?
I do like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party.
A 7.3.
This is a great party.
Repeating.
We should party more often.
Heating.
I do like
Okay.
I also like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party. I like to party.
We should party more often.
Okay.
This is a great party.
Okay.